would seem that a one-time good friend of the Prince and Princess of Wales, who was put out in the cold, is now finally realising, according to a very good source, that he may have made the wrong decision. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you today, I hope you're well. Did you enjoy the video about the brilliant actor Sir John Gielgud? As I say, a lot of people say, well, it's just a place where he lives and it's a blue plaque. But it is fascinating because when you go down those streets, you do kind of think, wow, they just walk down here. But also you realise, let me point out, how wealthy some of these people must have been, because they are really in the very centre of London. So they could have walked back from the theatre every night. It would have been a marvellous place to live. And when you go on that particular street, which I'll be sharing with you over the next few days, lots of blue plaques, lots of very exclusive people lived in that area. I know, can't imagine you and I getting a blue plaque, can you? No. Be nice though, wouldn't it? Yes, absolutely. Anyway, back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. It's funny, wasn't it, with Prince Harry, because when he was on that publicity trail for his book, every fact that was brought up as a fact was then refuted by him, literally on screen. I don't know why, because there it was in literally audio form. But seemingly, according to him, no, it wasn't his fault. It was the fault of the British media. They never said it. They didn't do it. Now, according to a very good source, it appears that one person who was very much in support of Harry and Meghan, and in particular the man who really kind of did the big interview when Harry and Meghan went over to Africa, made a documentary with that particular production company out there, and then very cruelly, of course, ruined it all by announcing with great fanfare that they were getting legal with a newspaper on their return. Of course, it wasn't Harry and Meghan's fault. But apparently, according to Harry, nobody cheerleaded them on and said what a success it had been and how wonderful Meghan was when she came back. Remember that. But now, according to that good source, it appears that the interviewer from ITV News, Tom Bradby, has basically wondered whether he's now backed the wrong horse. You see, following that particular Africa interview, Prince William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, decided to cool their friendship with Tom and his wife. They've been friends for many years. And it was a very sort of difficult situation, because the bottom line was they were very hurt that Tom, who they considered a very close friend, would go down that particular route. Obviously, it made it very difficult, didn't it, for the Prince and Princess of Wales. But then you see, fast forward to earlier this year, and Tom was back at it again, this time sitting opposite Prince Harry in yet another US building, basically talking about his book. And then Tom asked the bombshell question about the racism within the royal family. Very quickly, Prince Harry snapped back and said, Meghan never said that. No, it was the British press. Remember that line? Meghan never said it. It was the British press. In fact, she claimed in that interview it was several occasions when it was discussed. So once again, you see, this caused a lot of friction, bringing it up once again. Now for Tom, the bigger problem was this, and as I say, I have to say allegedly. One wonders, according to that good source, whether Tom realises now that, as they say, he's backed the wrong horse. Because at that point, according to that source, Tom was absolutely baffled. You could see this a little bit, even on the interview. He kind of thought, well, where do we go from here? They're simply denying it. How can I push forward? You can't keep hammering it home, can you? That's the bottom line. But now, according to that source also, Tom is, well, kind of wondering whether he made a huge mistake going down this particular route. He's kind of tied in many respects, because the journalistic side of him feels he's obviously unearthed the story. That's the job of the journalist. But on the other side, it's come as a great cost, because he did enjoy, yes, the company of William and Catherine, and had been friends many years. In fact, as I've told you before, he was the man behind their engagement interview. That's how much they trusted him. But seemingly now for Tom, by backing Harry and Meghan, it looks like literally he backed the wrong horse. And according to that good source, Tom's now realised it. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.